20 of the 28 days of Pilates. And today we are going to do some mobility work. So we're going to work into all those tight joints of the body. So let's get started. So go ahead, find your neutral. Get your legs about sit bone distant apart. And then just sort of anchor your pelvis, your ribs, your shoulders. Let everything just sort of get heavy onto the mat. Feel light pressure of your feet down as your heels drag to your seat to your heels. So everything's sort of nice and active before we get moving. From here, we're just going to start with some neck flexion so we can really stretch that neck. So on your inhale, I want you to find your belly scoop. And then on your exhale, just sort of let everything engage and find that core. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale as you find your belly scoop. Just really lengthen up out of the spine. Feel that belly scoop really reach up out of your neck, out of the crown of your head as you anchor that pelvis. And then exhale, pull everything inward. All right, so from this next inhale, you're going to really reach out of the crown of the head. And as you keep inhaling, I want you to sort of pull the chin towards your chest as you keep lengthening without letting your shoulders lift. You can start to exhale if you want. And don't let those shoulders lift. Really try to keep pulling the chin towards the chest as you lengthen. And then lower back down. So it's a lot of stretch in the neck. Inhale, find that belly scoop. Really reach up out of the neck. Start to lift and really keep lengthening. You can start to exhale if you want. Find your belly scoop. But really anchor the shoulders and pull the chin towards the chest. Roll it back down. Be easy on yourself here. Inhale. Good. And roll it back down. And then just take your neck over to the right and left. So come through center, take it over the other way. Your shoulders stay planted down, your belly scoop stays engaged. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. And then just come to center and find your neutral. Go back to that neck kind of flexion. So inhale, bring the chin towards the chest. And on your exhale, continue to flex up with going as high as you can without tilting the pelvis or rounding the shoulders forward. Stay for an inhale as you really try to lengthen that upper back over your belly. And then exhale, we bring it back down. Inhale, lengthen that neck. Start to bring the chin towards the chest. So it's just the neck stretching. And then continue as you exhale to flex up. And hopefully that relieved a bit of your neck tension as you come up. Stay for an inhale. Really try to lengthen and lift a little bit more from that belly scoop and reach. And then exhale as you lengthen it down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale the chin. Exhale as you flex. Now on your next inhale, stay exactly where you are. Just pull those arms up by your ears. Keep stretching the spine up and over. Exhale as we wrap it around and lower it back down. From here, inhale, we curl the pelvis up. And then exhale, we articulate it down. Take an inhale once your pelvis is down. Start to bring the chin towards the chest. Exhale as you flex it all the way up that you can. Inhale, stretch those arms up. Exhale it around. Roll it on down. Just the pelvis. Inhale up. And exhale it down. And then just the neck comes inhale. Exhale, curling that upper spine, feeling that stretch. Reach those arms up. Use your belly power, circle it around, roll it down, and curl it up and down. Good. Get those legs nice and wide into our windshield wiper. So you're just going to take your inner thigh, press it down as you reach that thigh away from you, really opening up that hip. We come back to center. Your legs are wider than your body, and then just let the other inner thigh press to the floor and reach away from you. Plant your arms in a low V. Really anchor the shoulders. And take it at whatever pace works for you. Really stretch that thigh away from you as well as down. Maintain your belly scoop to stay in control here. And whatever breath pattern works for you, just make sure you're continually breathing. And then you'll end in center. All right, so I'm going to cradle my head in my hand or my arm, and then make a 90-degree angle at my knees, really anchoring the pelvis on its side, lifting my waistline. Stretch your arm in front of you, and then I just want you to reach your arm up by your ear without flexing or extending your spine. And then take it back down to your side. Inhale, stretch it up by your ear. Lengthen out of your spine, find your belly scoop, exhale it down, and inhale it up, and exhale it down. This time we're going to add a little circle. So we're going to inhale, and then exhale, wrap it around. Inhale up, exhale it down. Now as you stretch those arms up above your head, it really comes from your belly scoop. So really pull the ribs and waistline in. Good, and now we're going to add a little rotation of the upper back. We're going to inhale it up, open it up, and bring it around. Inhale, exhale. Keep your knees stacked on each other one more time. Inhale, good, and exhale. Beautiful. All right, so let's turn to the other side. Stack your knees, cradle your head, just the arm first, okay? So really pull the belly in, push your butt bones to the opposite wall, the crown of your head to the other wall. Just the arm, we stretch up to our head, and then exhale as we bring it down. Now really draw that arm in from the belly. Can you stretch up and find more extension in the arm from your belly and the reach of your spine? Inhale. Push your butt bones in opposition. Now this time we're going to add some circles. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Find your belly scoop. Really draw it in and up. Good. Now we're going to add some spinal movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Good, now push yourself up and turn it around and sit back to your heels. And let's just give some breaths here. As you inhale, really breathe into your ribs, open them up, and exhale, release. So it's really hard to get into mobility when you have restricted breath. So let's stay 2 more breaths here and really try to open up the upper back. And really try to sort of let your body go on your exhale. See if you can release a bit more. One more time. Inhale here, breathing into the upper mid-back. Exhale. And then stack up through the spine as you stay on your heels here and just feel that stretch on your feet. Good. And then we're just going to tuck those toes under, all 10 toes equally, and we're going to press back onto them and just feel that stretch. Sometimes those little pinkies don't want to extend, so let's just try to push back again into them a little bit more. Good. And then from here, just place your hands down and then sit your hips back to your heels and sort of sit on your heels a little bit. So we're getting that foot stretch as well as kind of feeling the reach of the spine, okay? So holding here with a nice tall spine. Take one hand to your forehead and then the other arm is sort of supporting you. And that bottom arm is going to help propel you open into rotation. And then exhale, we bring it back to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. One more time. Good. Come to center, other side. And here we go. We inhale, open. Exhale, center. 2 more times. And one more. Good. Come to center, take those hands down, and then we're just going to sort of scoop and kind of flex over. And then we're going to sit back, open, and then push those arms forward. And then keep leading with the chest as we take it down and lift our hips up. And just feel that stretch and extension of the shoulders, opening up the chest. And then from here, start to sort of tuck the tail, scoop that belly, flex through that upper back, and really push through the upper back here. Good. And then keep that scoop, keep that flexion, and then you're going to start to extend it a little bit. You're going to open it up and find that stretch again. From here, just kind of scoop, tuck, good, and bring your body weight over your hands. Really flex into that upper back. Keep that flexion into the upper back as we sit back and open it up one more time. And we scoop and we flex. Good, we open it up, keep flexing through those toes. Open up, open up, open up. Good, now bring those feet down, sit your hips back to your heels. See if we were released a little bit here. Good, take a nice deep inhale, exhale. Roll it up through the spine. Again, getting a little stretch on the front of those feet. We come up. From here, I want you to bring your body weight forward, push your tailbone down and try to lose your balance a little bit so you can really engage the back of those thighs. We're gonna take one leg, bring it to a 90-degree angle. As you do that, you keep that tuck of that pelvis. All right, so this leg gets a little tuck under. And we're just gonna sort of press it forward and back without extending through the low back. So you can place your hand there, make sure it's not extending, and really keep that tuck. Good, so we can lengthen. And then hold it over there, stretch your arm up and give me a side bend over. Good, come back to center. And again, a little tuck, press forward and open it. Good, make sure this knee is leading over the second and third toes. You wanna stay lined up. Good, come to center, other side. All right, 2 90-degree angles, and we're gonna tuck that pelvis, really open up that bottom hip, and then just can press it forward and back. And of course, your legs are gonna feel different on either side, right? We're trying to uniformly develop, but take some consistent practice. Good, now take it over, reach one arm up, and then side bend into it for a deeper stretch. Come back up, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, last time. Good, come to center and release. All right, so for me, I'm gonna work over to the side of my mat here because of the wall. One leg is gonna go out to the side. I'm gonna stay neutral in my pelvis as I bring it down to my hands. Again, now really sort of push your butt bones back behind you and get a nice long back. And we're just gonna gently little kind of rock backs and forth. Little mobility on the wrist. Try not to change the shape of your spine. And a little inner thigh mobility. Good, come back to center. I'm gonna go to the other side of my mat, so I have space. Take the leg out. Again, nice and square, nice long back. All right, we're trying to keep my hips square. It's kind of hard to see and feel, but hopefully you're square, long back. You can feel tight, just sort of move through it, and feel free to stay for more reps if you want to. Good, and come back to center and have a seat. Beautiful. So here I'm gonna have a seat. You're gonna take your legs, sort of sit up and then just let it turn. So now take 2 90-degree angles at your legs. And you're trying to sort of sit upright. So the first stretch is we're gonna work into this front hip. All right, and I want you to sort of press that knee down and really get a nice 90-degree angle as you press that thigh down and the knee. Good, and we're gonna relax this bottom leg even though it's at a 90-degree angle. So you might have some internal rotation that's a bit tight, but really try to let it go as much as possible. And we're gonna sort of hinge ourselves forward a little bit and keep pressing down on this thigh and knee. Press it down to the floor as you elongate your spine, getting that stretch in that front thigh. And just hold and breathe here. And every time you breathe, I want you to try to let go of that back leg. Try to release any tension there. Try not to let it squeeze. And really put that stretch in that front leg. Pressing that leg down as you lean forward. Give me 2 more breaths here. Really try to let go of that back leg one more time. Now I want you to keep your spine exactly where it is and sort of press your knee down and then try to lift this part of your leg up and see if you can activate your inner thigh there a little bit. So let's just hold it there for a few seconds. Just trying to lift it up. As you can see, it didn't really move much, but you're trying to lift it up with your spine staying where it is, and then release it and see if you can get a little bit further into your stretch. Relax your shoulders. Keep pressing the knee down. Good, and then stay with your legs like that and just come more upright. So as you're upright, you're just trying to kind of sit down with both hips down. Now this hip's up for me, so just this idea of trying to sit upright, you're gonna get that stretch in that back leg, sort of all around it. If it gets too intense, just come out of it, okay? You don't wanna push into this. It's just nice and gentle, but it can feel deep, but don't force anything, okay? And just breathe. And I'm just trying to sit sort of taller and taller. Good. Now what I'm going to try to do is lift this back foot, and I might have to come forward a little bit to do that, but it's sort of just rotating inward as I lift that foot. Hold that there for a second. Breathe, don't hold your breath. And then place the foot back down and come upright again and see if that relieved anything for you. And again, you don't want to grasp on here. You want to sort of just let go into the stretch. Find your tools, your belly scoop, your shoulders, your long spine, and your breath. After your next exhale, all you're going to do is shift and go to the other side. And you might have to adjust those legs to 290s again. Okay, and your sides are going to feel completely different. So I want you to sort of press this knee down. Try to stay sort of like you're sitting upright. And then lean forward so you get a stretch into that front hip. Keep pressing your knee down as you lean forward with a nice long back. And you're breathing, you're letting go of this back leg. You might shift forward a little bit, keep it back there, and let it go. Try not to grip onto your seat. And as I breathe here, I'm sort of letting go of any tension in my body, but I keep pressing this sort of knee down, and I might even use my hand a little bit to help. Again, you're never forcing anything, you're just breathing into it. Keep it anchored as you stretch forward. Now give me one more solid, good breath. And then you're going to try to lift the leg. So you're going to try to lift your foot, your knee, and you're going to feel your inner thigh contract. Feels weird because you can't really lift it up, right? But your spine stays where it is. You're not shifting your spine at all to do it. We don't come back. You want to stay forward. And then go ahead and now anchor it back down, release, let go of your tension, and see if you can get a little deeper into that. Good. I want you to give me one more nice deep breath. All right, now you're going to try to just sit upright. Just try to sit. Ooh, does that change the weight distribution, right? So now we're into this back leg. So I'm trying to anchor and sit as normal as I can, as upright as possible. Good, as this leg is sort of medially rotated. It can be a lot of rotation for you. You might want to adjust, pull that thigh back a little, and just sort of stretch up there, nice long back. Just kind of sit back into that and try to get sort of both butt bones down. I don't have both butt bones down. You're just trying. And maybe you can. We all are different. Our bodies are completely different. So there's one hip that's the same. So just no judgment. Just let your body do what feels right. Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to lift this back foot. And that's going to internally rotate it. And if that's too much for you, just let go. Don't force this, okay? So we're going to hold it up there. I'm going to stay as upright as possible. And then you're just going to land that foot and then again, lean back a little bit. And if it cramps up, come out of it and get back in, okay? This is not meant to be like super uncomfortable. We're just meant to like give it some mobility, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go side to side, okay? Not forcing anything. Again, if you cramped, come out of it. We go one way and then just stretch and reach. And come back up and then take it over the other way. Good. So you see we did these last week a different way. This way we're adding a little lean to it. So you can do these as many ways as you want. The key is we're just getting our hips medially and laterally rotated, okay? It's important to do that because our hips are connected to sort of everything, our trunk, our abs, as well as our legs, knees, ankles. So it's sort of like the center part of our body. So we need to keep them mobile and healthy in order for the other things to be mobile and healthy. We're all connected, right? One more. Sometimes I tend to turn before I come upright. That upright is important to get that medial. Good. And then just come to center. Whew. Oh, hello. How do those hips feel? Give them what they need. Whatever they need. I'm going to turn here and just kind of sit upright and just let them go back and forth. Good. And maybe just one leg, one foot in and out. Good. I do have a foot mobility workout. Forgot what I called it, but I'll link it up here on the eye up there. So if you want to check that out, great for some foot mobility work. Check that out. Good. And then just come to center again, let it release. I'm actually going to end lying down. How about that? Come join me. Just let your body release. See how it feels after all that hip mobility work. Like, how does the center right there feel? Did you let go of any tension? We do hold a lot of tension, a lot of emotion, restriction. I have a lot of stuff in our gunk in our hips. And hopefully I was able to get some of that out. We also worked into the spine and the shoulders. Turn your palms up, close your eyes, give me a nice deep inhale. Exhale, just sort of let it all go. Yes. Stay here as long as you like. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow for your full body flow. Take care.